challenge for the world title as well. This is the kind of fight that really gets me excited. This is the kind of fight that seems so obvious. Two brilliant domestic fighters, but two world class fighters as well. Of course, a world title challenger in Craig Richards, and a man that many believe is destined for greatness at 175 pounds. I want to thank the teams of both fighters. You have to understand, these guys know each other. Both from Croydon and Crystal Palace. They're a stone's throw away from each other. They've known each other for many, many years. Sometimes in boxing, they don't want to make these fights. Trainers, managers, advisors, fighters, we'll wait for our world title shot. You need to stop waiting. Fighters out there that are queuing up for a world title shot that is not imminent, don't stall your career when you could be involved in brilliant fights. Fights that could take your career to another level, and that's what we've got May 21st in London. Thank you for everyone for turning up today. Of course, the teams, Peter Sims, 258, everybody that helped make this fight happen. Thank you for Joshua Buatsi for flying in from America last night. Craig, I'll start with you. You're one of those guys that's looking at Bivol, that's looking at Joe Smith. You boxed Dimitri Bivol in a very close fight. A lot of people felt that if you believed in yourself enough earlier in that fight, you'd be sitting here as world champion today, but you've seen from the reaction today, the media, down at TalkSport as well, this is a big, big domestic fight.
Yeah, 100%, Eddie. Thank yourself and Matchroom and everyone for making this fight. I think it's a fight that was always going to be in the pipeline. I believed I was going to get to world level. I believe he was obviously destined for world level stuff as well, so we knew we'd cross paths at some point, and it's a good clash. Of course, for myself, I want to get back into that mix, challenge for the world title and win the world title, and I think this is the bridge to cross to make that happen today.
Obviously, two different paths to where you are today. Joshua Buatsi had the stellar amateur career. He went to the Olympics, signed a deal, boxed at some huge shows as well. You've had to do things slightly more different, box on some smaller hall shows. You took the Frank Buglioni fight on a week's notice. You went and boxed Shakan Pitters in his back garden, beat him by knockout to win. You got an opportunity to jump in with Dimitri Bivol. You've taken all challenges and very different paths to meet each other today.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously I've been thrown in the deep end a few times and just been swimming, but I have no regrets to that, because that's what's put me in good stead for today. I've had a lot of domestic clashes, a lot of grudge matches, a lot of cross-path fights, and all of that today has built my experience and my ability today to be confident enough to go in to win and win well on May 21st. I believe that if I didn't have those fights, maybe it might have been a harder fight if this fight was scheduled without the experience, but I believe all of that's put me in good stead and I'm ready to go, and that's what's made me confident, and I'm seeing the growth in myself every fight, every week, every day in the gym, and I'm just looking to go and perform May 21st from all the experience of showing that hard route meant a lot.
I think we've seen from the bookies and probably across social as well, people view Joshua Buatsi as the favourite for this fight. You obviously don't see it that way as well. Does that get under your skin a little bit, considering all the fights that you've been in your career so far?
Nah, because you look at all the titles I've won at light heavyweight even, I think 3 of the fights I was the underdog in them as well. When I beat Jake Paul, massive underdog in the bookies, they ripped me off. I went out there, delivered, got the knockout. Shakan Pitters, massive underdog again in the bookies again, went out there and delivered. My last title fight, for once I was the favourite, didn't mean any difference, went out and delivered. So whether the bookies want to sleep on me or not, that's up to them. That's all it means. If they do sleep on me, my friends make a lot of money, and if they don't, then my friends don't cash in as much. But it doesn't matter to me. It's the same job at hand. It doesn't make, if the bookies say he's the favourite, make him any stronger or give him any more powers, vice versa. The same person's in front of me. I'm not focused on the bookies or what people say. I've got a job to do it at hand, and I will deliver.
I know you speak with a lot of confidence going into this fight. You have a lot of respect for Joshua Buatsi as well. What do you see in him that makes you believe that you can win this fight? So I heard a comment earlier on TalkSport where you gave him respect from coming back to what you described from being hurt badly in the Kalic fight as well. Do you look at that fight particularly when you analyse the career of Joshua Buatsi?
No, I won't look at it in terms of like, oh, well, pick up on that, or he got caught there, because as myself, he's going to the gym to improve and iron out all his flaws fight by fight. What I did see in that, he showed heart and he showed grit, that he bit down on his gum shield when he's in a tough situation, so I know he's got the will to win and he will come to win. And especially like the other unbeaten fighters I've faced, more importantly, they've got more will to win. They won't want to lose their own. So I know that he ain't going to come to lie down. But that's for me to go and prepare well to make sure I get the task done come fight night.
And also, you were asked if you think Joshua Buatsi will overlook you. You actually went the other way, and you said you think he'll prepare harder than he's ever prepared for a fight before. Obviously, made the trip out to America, making sacrifices, but he knows you. You know, you've grown up together in the game, and you believe he knows that this is a very tough fight on the 21st of May.
Yeah, Joshua's not a stupid guy. You know, he's very intelligent. He's not silly enough to just like gas himself up to say, yeah, this is an easy fight and I'm just going to go there and walk over Richards. He's not stupid. So I know that he's going to be preparing very hard. He's going to invest in his camp and he's going to be preparing diligently for me. And it's the same. I'm not going to be looking at him thinking this is no walkover task either. I'll be preparing just as hard, if not harder, for him as well. We both know that we're in for a solid fight May 21st, and I don't think anyone's sleeping on each other. I believe that we'll both be well prepared and be coming to give our A-star games on May 21st.
Study the sport, and I know that the familiar answer to this question is whatever it takes, by any means necessary, but how do you beat Joshua Buatsi? Do you have to outbox him? Do you have to take him into deep waters? Can you stop him in this fight as well?
I think I've got the capabilities of winning anyway. I think most important thing is to prepare all around the board. I've got to be prepared for everything. At this level, you can't just go, I'm just going to win it off a jab, or I'm going to win it by just closing him down and going to work. You've got to prepare for plan A, B, C and D. You might have to get rough and ready. You might have to box, be clever. It all depends on the night. You've got to just make sure you're prepared from A, B, C and D, have all your game plans, be fit, ready and strong, and on the night just make it happen. And listen to your team, most importantly, and make sure you execute what you need to execute to win the fight.